Welcome back, winners. Now, Prince Harry sparked outrage at the weekend after he praised illegal drugs for helping him deal with his mental health issues during yet another tell-all interview, this time with controversial trauma expert Dr. Gabor Matai. The Duke of Dope told viewers that marijuana is different. That actually really did help me. But Harry's highest praise came for this mind-altering Amazonian drug, ayahuasca, which is said to have induced vomiting and hallucinations. He says, "For me, I started doing it recreationally and then started to realise how good it was for me." Harry told his impressionable audience, "I would say it is one of the fundamental parts of my life that changed me and helped me deal with the traumas and the pains of the past." Well, all of these drugs celebrated by Prince Harry, and particularly cannabis, are widely acknowledged by medical experts to cause long-term damage to brain development and mental health, with psychosis a very real danger. Now, one household name who's battled with addiction is reality TV star Kerry Katona, who I am delighted to say joins me tonight. Kerry, thank you very much. This is an absolute pleasure to be actually meeting you in person. Kerry, you've been open about your battles with drugs in the past, it's fair to say, and congratulations, obviously, on overcoming all of this. Now, does Prince Harry's reckless promotion of cannabis, particularly to his younger fans, bear in mind who his audience is, risk doing genuine harm to society, do you think?
Absolutely not. I'm not being funny, but how many people go out and drink every weekend or every day? Alcohol is one of the biggest drugs that has been allowed by the government. My auntie died from alcohol. You know, kids go out to the park on a Friday night after school and they all get drunk. So many teenagers go and try marijuana. You know, I actually really want to do ayahuasca. It's something I'm really interested in doing because I'm a very spiritual person. I've been told it's a very spiritual thing. I've never done weed. Weed's never been my cup of tea. I've done loads of coke in the past, as we all very well know. It's very well known. And I have no regrets, but I never tell anybody to go do what I have done.
Yeah, I get that. But Kerry, the issue is Prince Harry's crossed that line, I think, for want of a better phrase, given what we're talking about here, has crossed that line and basically said, well, weed actually benefited him. So kids will be looking at this now and going, if I get on the skunk, I'm going to be all right. And that's not true.
No. I'm sorry, but if Prince Harry jumped off a cliff, would millions of other people go and do it? No, they wouldn't.
Well,
he's just saying what benefits him.
He's an influencer, Kerry.
Aren't we all? I mean, I put it in my book. I've got 5 kids. None of my kids are doing cocaine. Do you know what I mean? And at a time, cocaine did help me. It did help me. I turned to cocaine because of my mental health. There was no one there to help me. I was on no medication at one point. It gave me the confidence I needed. But that doesn't mean that it didn't ruin me. It wasn't the right thing for me to do at the time.
Is your life better now that you're clean and serene now?
Sorry, say it again?
Is your life better now that you're clean and sober?
1,000,000%. But there's also, I don't know if you've seen the documentary on Netflix. It's called How to Change Your Mind. I'm a massive believer in plant-based herbs that are really good for your mind. A lot of it is all psychedelic, like LSD, MDMA. If I get any of these letters wrong, it's because I'm dyslexic, so I do apologise.
It's all right. You do quite well so far.
There's another one.
I spoke
to a doctor in Bristol, about, I think it's MDMA, that they actually use for post-traumatic stress in microdosing. And actually, it's scientifically proven to help. This is not me telling you.
But this is all prescription stuff that we're talking about here now. This is all prescription stuff. And look, whatever goes on behind closed doors...
But they're on the verge of prescribing marijuana anyway.
But given that Harry's
you get CBD oils now, you get these gummy bears, you get all kinds...
you do. And should you be promoting that kind of stuff to kids? This is the thing, because Prince Harry bangs on about mental health. It's not like he sat down with a bunch of kindergartens and turned around and going, hey, kids, go and do drugs. You know, help. He isn't saying that, and I think you're putting words into his mouth. He's explaining on TV, on a grown-up show, that what has helped his mental health. He's not going to kids into schools. This helped me and that helped me. That is not what he's doing. I think you turn it into something that it isn't. I think the press are actually turning against him in a way that is, I think it's all rubbish. I really, really do. His fight has been against the press, not the royal family, and now the press are fighting against him. I've listened to his autobiography. I think he's brilliant. I'm all Harry. I need to calm down. What about people though? What about though the campaigners who have said that they've had kids who have sadly had terrible experiences with drugs, in some cases died? They've come out.
Yeah, but you can't blame that on Harry.
They've come out and said that Prince Harry was reckless.
it's not. I'm sorry. I have to completely disagree with you. He's telling his story of his truth. He's done a memoir. I wrote 3 autobiographies, and the things that I have put in that book about my life, I don't see kids going out copying what I've done. I'm an influencer, not that anyone's going to want to copy what I do. But I think the way people are turning this on, it's just another excuse to have a go at Harry. I'm sorry, but it is. He's not going into schools.
I would
and said to
argue,
kids,
Kerry,
"Hey,
there is a key
if you've
point
got
of
mental
difference."
health problems, go and take marijuana. That's not what he's done.
Well, it's not a million miles off that. Now, this is where I would argue there's a key point of difference between you, Kerry. I would argue there's a massive difference between you, Kerry, and Prince Harry, for a starter like you.
Huge.
But apart from that, you told a story about addiction. Yes, at times you're saying it helped you. I think people can understand that because of the place that you were in. But that you have come out the other side of that and realised that life is better, clean and serene.
Yeah.
What Harry appeared to say, really, was not I've come out the other side of this now and realised that everything's actually better without that stuff. He's saying he's bang involved with it, pretty much.
But did he pretty much say that? I mean, let's be honest as well. He's talking in his book. He's talking about when he's lost his mother. I mean, I'm quite surprised at how well he's turned out considering what he's been through as a kid. To be in a family so well known, to lose his mum so publicly, and to go through what he's been through. I'm surprised he didn't turn out more like me, if I'm honest. Do you know what I mean? I think he's done really well, and he's only telling his truth and his story and his experience and what works for him. By all means, the amount of rubbish that I got over the years, young kids look up to you, you're this, you're that. I am me, I'm a human being. I'm going to make mistakes in my past. I'm going to do what's right for me, nobody
but this is another key difference, though, Kerry, because you, bless you, have never stood up there and gone, I am a role model for society. I am going to change the world. I am going to change my family for the better. I am going to be a shining beacon of hope in this world. You didn't do that. You went, look, I made mistakes, here we go. Prince Harry does do that. Prince Harry wants to stop.
But I do also think, do you not find it really quite refreshing as well for me, for somebody who has bipolar, for somebody who has been scrutinised by the press and been in the industry for as long as I have, 26 years. Back in the day, it was Prince William, Prince Harry and Kerry Katona who were the most hacked people by the news of the world. So I know exactly what he went through listening to his autobiography. How many teenagers, whether you're in the royal family or whether you're not, have not turned to some kind of drug? Kids all experiment, and they always do. And they, no matter what you say to them, they're going to go to it. Do you know what I mean? But this is his story and his truth. And I think, I find it really refreshing that he's admitting to this. It makes me like him that bit more to think, God, he's human.
You don't think he needs help? You don't think he needs help?
Do I think he needs help? I think we all need help in some way. I won't say he needs help. I think therapy should be for everybody. I think it should be mandatory. I think everybody should have some kind of therapy. I really do. Your brain is something that should have some kind of help. Like if you break your arm, if you break your leg, or you've got
can I ask you a question, Kerry? Which is, when you were in the madness, right? When you were properly in the thick of it, if you'd have seen someone of Prince Harry's stature coming out and saying that the drug of choice that you were on at the time was helpful to him, do you think a little bit of your mind, you would have justified that to yourself and gone, OK, sweet. Well, if he's on it, then I can be on it as well, even if you knew it was wrong. You don't think that would happen?
No, not at all, because the amount of people who I was doing drugs with at the time were saying the same thing, and I looked up to all of them.
All right, look, Kerry, thank you.
It did work for me, so...
No, Kerry, look, thank you very, very much, and I really appreciate you coming on, and it is great to meet you, albeit virtually, but I think you are an absolute...
And I apologise, I have no makeup on. It's very late at night for me, and I'm going to bed now, so...
That's all right, you can have some of mine. I look like I'm in drag. Anyway, Kerry, thank you very much. Kerry Katona there, the wonderful Kerry Katona. Right, OK.